it's my first time dealing with, something like this. And, I think the first thing that kind of comes to mind is just you have a heavy heart, right? Like a lot of people, a lot of us have talked about it's a production business. And, as a group, we haven't been producing. And, Coach Saleh ended up having to take the fall for that. And it just affects, not just him, but his family and so many people around him that, you have a heavy heart for him and, what him and his family are going through. So I think that's kind of one of the main things you kind of think about. And, then it's just, we got to, time's not waiting for anybody. We got to get back on track and we got a game on Monday night. So it's time to get ready to play a game again.
A couple of the guys, especially CJ, was talking about accountability being a popular word yesterday through all these meetings and so forth. So Tyler, I was just wondering, do you think it had been lacking in the locker room up until yesterday?
I don't think it's been lacking, but I think it's something anybody can do, whether you play football, whether you're just, no matter what you do, what your job is, just as a person. Like, we can all look in the mirror and be accountable and figure out ways to get better as an individual, as a husband, as a father, as a whatever it may be. So I don't think it's something that's lacking, but I do think that it's just something that it just made us, it makes us all look inward when something like that happens, right? Because it falls on all of us. Like, yeah, the big news is Coach Saleh got fired, but it's really, because of the lack of production we've had and the underachieving we've done so far throughout this season, right? So, I think that's kind of where a lot of the accountability comes in. And, I'd say that's probably the main thing when it comes to accountability.
Aaron obviously is the oldest, most experienced guy on the team and plays the leadership position. Did he speak at the players only meeting? Did he share any thoughts with the team?
Yeah, like people have said, right? We had a leadership meeting with Woody and Chris first, and then we shortly got to talk to Brick, and then we go to our our players only meeting. I think it's a little different players only meeting, right? A lot of times you're having a players only meeting in week 10, and things are really bad, and you're kind of hitting the panic button. I think with everything that happened, and it being week 5 and having the whole season in front of us, and it being such an interesting day with everything that happened, it was more so us, getting together as a group and coming together and being on the same page and, kind of locking arms and acknowledging that we have everything that we want still in front of us, and also acknowledging and being accountable that we need to, perform better and be better. And, that's, a lot of stuff that Aaron hit on and Morgan hit on and Thomas and a lot of guys. So, accountability has been, was a big thing that Aaron talked about. And, that's probably that.
How did you find out?
I was in the training room. I was in the training room and somebody texted me. Well, a bunch of people started texting me, and then we all kind of started looking at each other and found out, at pretty similar times.
Yeah.
Tyler, you talked about the lack of production. Woody, Brick, Aaron all talked about needing to see changes on the offense. How do you expect those changes to come, or what do you expect to change in the offensive game plan?
Honestly, I have no idea. That's above my pay grade. I'm gonna go out there every day in practice, every day in every game, and do my best to whatever is asked of me. I have no idea what's going to change, if anything's going to change. Besides the fact that I know we're going to figure out a way to get this thing moving in the right direction, I know that's going to change. But besides that, I try not to, put too much thought into things that I don't have control over.
What's your expectations of Brick in this new role?
I'm excited for him, right? It's obviously not the way that you don't want to see one of your best friends and whatnot, lose their job. It's not the way I'm sure he wanted to get his first head coaching debut, but I'm excited for him. Like a lot of people have talked about, he played the game for a long time. He's a great man. He commands the room. You have a lot of respect for him. He's also super personable. You feel you can go to him about anything. I'm excited for his opportunity.
One of the things Aaron just addressed on McAfee was trying to dispel the perception, for lack of a better word, that he had some sort of influence or input into the decision to dismiss Robert. I'm wondering if he addressed that with you guys to try to clear the air, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody inside the building thought that had anything to do with it, right? I think that was kind of an outside perception of Aaron having some kind of control over those decisions. I don't think anybody inside this building, player-wise or anything, thought that he had anything to do with that. I mean, I honestly, truly believe that. Aaron probably took this harder than almost anybody. Like, one of the main reasons he came here was because of Coach Saleh and Coach Hackett and the roster they assembled and what Coach Saleh built here. So, I can't. I mean, it's not true at all. So that's all I got.
Well, how did he take? How could you tell that he took it the hardest?
I mean, it's just. I mean, everybody was kind of not sure how to process it, but you could just tell that it weighed heavy on him. And just from talking to him, like I said, he came here because of his belief in Coach Saleh.
Can you speak to how important this role this week is in terms of handling the transition and then also getting prepared for a huge divisional game against the Bills? You guys are one game behind them in the standings.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy part about the business, right? Like, you have a whirlwind, everything that just happened over the last couple hours, and, now we're right back into it and practice tomorrow and get ready for a game. And I think it really just comes down to us as a group just kind of locking arms and, doing our best to right this ship and get things going in the right direction, practicing the right way, preparing the right way, going about meetings the right way, and kind of just, sticking to the plan, right? It's, obviously early in the season, and I'm not going to be able to keep saying that for long, but it's just a day-by-day, game-by-game approach right now.